love divine. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here already. Hello, Father Foley here at St. Timothy's and St. Bartholomew's. You caught me watering the one plant that I have. It's a gift from my cousin Anne. She sends a beautiful plant or a wreath or something that has to do with the Christmas season every year for Christmas. And this year she sent me one of these beautiful Christmas cactuses, and I am determined that it will thrive here in the great Northeast. But watering it, caring for it, it gives a good introduction to what we're about to enter. We are now in Passiontide as of last Sunday, but this Sunday we celebrate the beginning of Holy Week with the proclamation of the Passion of Jesus Christ at the Palm Sunday Mass. You may have heard me humming or singing a little bit too. I hope that didn't frighten you or frighten animals or any young children that you have. But the hymn that I was singing is a favorite of mine. It's Love Divine, All Loves Excelling. Joy from heaven to earth come down, fix in us your humble dwelling, all your faithful mercies crown. That opening verse of that hymn captures what we celebrate, what we experience anew during Holy Week. Love divine, the power of divine love in the person of Jesus Christ, God incarnate, the second person of the Holy Trinity, who gave his life for our salvation. Now, I know that the liturgy on Palm Sunday and on Good Friday are longer, but think about it. Why do we read the Passion? Well, at the beginning of Holy Week, on Palm Sunday, we read it to set the tone, to remind us of what we are about to enter into and experience, not just think about, but actually enter into, picture ourselves there with Christ at the Last Supper, at his betrayal, at his passion, his torture, his carrying of the cross, his crucifixion, and finally, his being taken down from the cross and placed in a grave. And the characters that we will experience this Sunday, the betrayal of Judas, the bravado, the self-proclaimed courage, and then the cowardice, the tragic cowardice of St. Peter, the fickleness of the crowd who turn on Jesus at Palm Sunday, the original Palm Sunday. They hail him as the Messiah, and then probably some of the same people cried out, "Crucify him," in just the middle of the week. And the indecisiveness of Pontius Pilate, who condemned him to death. And finally, the witness of the Roman centurion and the soldiers who were there at the crucifixion. Truly, he is the Son of God. We take Palm home and place it in our homes to remind us of our commitment to Christ from the moment of our baptism, to remind us of what Christ endured, and also perhaps to remind us and make me think about which character I am on that day, during that week, in that situation. Have I betrayed Christ? Do I claim to be loyal like Peter and then cowardly in the crunch turn away and run away? Am I fickle like the crowd when it's convenient to be a Christian, and then when it requires self-control or repentance, I turn on Christ? Am I cowardly and indecisive, or do I have the courage of those Roman soldiers and proclaim not just with my lips but with my life, truly, you are the Son of God? That palm that we take home with us and place someplace where we'll see throughout the year is a reminder, is a sort of an inspirer to help us live our faith. This week is not just something to be gotten through, it's something to be lived. We are to picture ourselves on Holy Thursday at the Last Supper. Imagine what it was like, Christ instituting two of the great sacraments, the Holy Eucharist and the Holy Priesthood. And on Good Friday, the only day when it is not the Holy Mass that is celebrated, it is a special liturgy. And that is the day in which Christ, as St. Paul puts it in his letter to the Philippians, though he was in the form of God, he did not deem equality with God something to be grasped, but he emptied himself in order to fill us up. He poured out his life on the cross to fill our lives with divine life. And then the greatest liturgy, the greatest event of all, celebrated on Holy Saturday night at the Easter Vigil, the resurrection, and then the glory of Easter Sunday. Come, join us here at St. Timothy's or at St. Bartholomew's or at your local parish. Gather together to experience Christ, recommit ourselves to the Lord. And when we start this Holy Week on Palm Sunday, don't just take the palm and put it someplace where you forget. Put it someplace where you'll see it every day, every week, and let it be a reminder to be faithful to Jesus, to proclaim with our lips and with our lives, truly, you are the Son of God. God bless you.